With the warning from Mayor de Blasio and his health commissioner asking senior New Yorkers and those with pre-existing conditions to stay home.
It comes as hospitalizations continue to rise in the city. Currently, there are more than 1,100 people hospitalized with COVID in the 5 boroughs. That's twice as many as 3 weeks ago and the highest number since early June. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer with details on the new public health notice.
New York City seniors out and about in force today, shopping, going about their business, even if they needed canes and walkers to do it. As officials took what seemed like another step backwards in the war against COVID-19, another sign that the second wave is upon us. Mayor de Blasio and the city health commissioner issuing an advisory effective immediately, asking people over 65 and those with underlying health conditions to stay home, limit outside activity.
New measures need to be taken to protect those who are most vulnerable.
The advisory says that the vulnerable, including household members and caregivers, should stay home except to travel to work or school or for essential purposes, medical care, grocery shopping, the drugstore. But there is a caveat.
While I am discouraging non-essential activities, medical care is essential, both for COVID, that includes testing for COVID, as well as for other conditions. Whether for diabetes or depression, it's important to keep seeking routine care and to go to clinics and hospitals when you need to. It is safe.
The advisory is an attempt to limit infections and the need for hospitalization. It asks seniors, pregnant women, and people with cancer, heart and kidney disease, and other ailments to wear masks at all times, indoor and out.
We need to keep people alive.
But this was another example where the state's top leaders, a certain Mr. D and a certain Mr. C, were not exactly on the same page. The governor took pains to point out that no restrictions are being issued. He called the mayor's moves guidance and advice.
Nobody is being restricted. You're 70 years old, you can do whatever you want to do in life. My advice is be careful. You are not imprisoned in your home.
Both the governor and the mayor are waiting to see if there are any post-Thanksgiving spikes in infections. If there is, there certainly could be more restrictions. In Manhattan, I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.